The Toronto Raptors are sneaky good, and if you're not tapped in yet, you might want to, because this team is now 4-4. They've won 3 straight. They've played one of the hardest schedules in the league. They've beat the Cavs, they've beat the Hawks, beat the Bucks last night, a few really good wins there, and they've yet to play some of these cupcakes that should be easy wins. They currently are scoring the 6th most points per game in the entire league, and that's while playing at the 8th fastest pace, and they have 3 guys averaging 20 or more per game with their 3-headed monster, and this team looks a lot better than people thought. And it has a lot to do with their head coach as well. I know you saw the video of him the other night after their first dub, but take a look at this opening set, the first play of the game. We're going to get a little bit of a rip action here where we got a ball screen and a flex screen at the same time. Now, Giannis fights through this and is not particularly effective, so they cover everything up. But then on the backside, we're going to have a down screen from Jakob Poeltl. So it's pretty sweet. Ryan Rollins tries to blow it up. Miles Turner now has to close out. We get a shot fake from Immanuel Quickley, and then driving, and the Bucks are all out of whack. That's an easy 3-ball. Really nice set there by Darko. And then talking about RJ, his 3-point shooting has been very good as of late. He's also fantastic in transition, and we'll talk about that in a second. But he finished with 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal last night in the Raptors W, and was 6 of 12 from the field and 4 of 8 from 3. And efficiency really has been the thing that's held RJ Barrett back throughout his career, but he's still somewhat young. He is shooting 40% from 3 this year on 5 attempts while shooting 55% from the field, and is averaging 21 a game with 5 rebounds and 3.5 assists per night. He knows how to use his frame, his bigger body at 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan to get down low, and then also in transition, like I said, he's a menace. He's 4th in transition points per game in the league. To put this into perspective, Giannis averages 10.4 in 2 more possessions. So if you gave RJ the same amount of possessions, he's probably averaging as much as Giannis in transition. That's how good he's been. That's how good this Raptors team has been. But the 3-point percentage is the biggest thing for me. And then speaking of people that are shooting the 3-ball right now, let's talk about Scottie Barnes, right? Wouldn't surprise me if you catch him making grilled cheeses at night, but he's still shooting 49% from 3 on 5 attempts per game. And he's playing elite defense. Like right here, he's just going to fully front Giannis, get the steal, and then go all the way down the court and find RJ Barrett for the 3. If you got that reference, you're elite, by the way. He's also very good in transition points per game. 9th in the league with 7.3 per game and about 5 possessions per game. So kind of right there with RJ Barrett. And then reading this ball screen here, he can play a little point guard as well. Finding Mamu, who picks, and we're going to have to talk about him in a second as well, but the pick and pop here for the 3-ball. And then just one-on-one with Bobby Portis. Step back mid-range jumper. Does Scottie have that in his bag now? He finished with 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks on 9 of 16 shooting from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. And then just over AJ Green and Miles Turner right here for the and 1. Little shot fake. Got him respecting it now. That's a calculated mishandle into a fadeaway mid-range. And then a little shimmy right here in the post for the fadeaway hook shot. That is tough. 21 points a game for Scottie Barnes so far this year with 7 rebounds, 5.6 assists, shooting 51% from the field, 49% from 3 for Scottie this year, which is insane because he's never shot like over 30% for a season in his career, which probably means he will come back down to earth. But for all those people that were worried about his preseason shooting, you look kind of stupid now. And then finding Immanuel Quickley here, who this is literally just a back screen. Miles Turner doesn't stay long enough, and Ryan Rollins is kind of meandering his way down there, and then he just slips it right past Giannis's head for the layup. Watch Immanuel Quickley right here on the relocation, right? He's going to post enter it here to BI. Rollins is going to dig down a little bit, and Immanuel Quickley relocates to make that a longer pass and a longer closeout for Ryan Rollins. Very high IQ play there. 13 points a game, 6.4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's only shooting 38% from the field and 28% from 3. So definitely something that needs to be fixed. But I think it will, because for his career, he's a really good 3-point shooter. The field goal percentage has never really been there for him, but he's a smaller guard. He's only 6'2", so it makes sense. 15 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds in 20 26 minutes last night. The efficiency was ugly, like we said, but we'll take it from Immanuel Quickley as the point guard for this team. Really nice read right here on the pick and roll. We got Pirtle diving. He's going to take both of them and force Cole Anthony to come over and tag that roll guy, which means the throw behind is the correct play, and he finds Jacoby Walter for the 3-ball. Now let's talk about Brandon Ingram, who was their big addition for this offseason technically, although he came over at the deadline, didn't play a single game in a Raptors uniform last year. They were saving him for this year. He only had 13 points and 8 rebounds last night in 30 minutes, but that was one of his worst performances of the year. He still shot 6 of 12 from the field, but points-wise, that was one of his worst performances of the year. I mean, he has been elite this year. 21.1 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in 33 minutes. If you watch the Rockets game, you know what I'm talking about. The efficiency is elite, but in that Rockets game, I don't think he missed a shot until like late in the third quarter, and he was cooking them. This is another really good set by Darko right here to get his guys involved. We're going to set the flare screen for Grady Dick, but Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma don't know what's going on, so he's just going to slip that screen and get an easy free throw line J. And for Brandon Ingram, that's a layup. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, make sure to like button, leave me a comment, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that's you, let's go ahead and fix that. Then let's get back to the video looking at Mamu. And there's been Mamu madness in Toronto as of late. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because it'd take me a minute and a half. But he dropped 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in 23 minutes last night. Did that on 6 of 12 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. The dude has been extremely good so far this year, and it looks like a breakout season for him coming off the bench at that backup 5 spot, which complicates things for like Jakob Poeltl and Colin Murray-Boyles. But the good news is Mamu can also play the 4 because he can stretch the defense for sure. 8.5 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists in 17 minutes. He's still just 26 years old, shooting 59% from the field so far this year and 50% from 3 on 2 attempts. Little post bag here over Kyle Kuzma for the 2 to go down. And then in transition here, they find Grady Dick, who's another guy we got to talk about. He's been really solid, knocked down 3 threes last night. Jakob Poeltl's been good as well with the poster right there, although it was Cole Anthony. He's had a little bit lesser of a role now that Mamu and Colin Murray-Boyles have come on. We talk about Jacoby Walter a lot on this channel, hoping for a big-time season for him. Speaking of 3-and-D wings, though, Ochai Agbaji has been pretty disappointing so far, but a guy that has not been disappointing, Jamal Shed. The dude has carved out a role for himself. Easy to say that at this point in the season. Fantastic assist guy, just a high motor guy, and a great locker room guy. And then the rookie that I've been referencing all video long, if you were on the NBA draft live stream we did, when they took CMB at 9, I was flabbergasted. But he's not playing bad at all. 9.2 points, 3.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and a steal, while shooting 43% from 3, albeit it's only 2.3 attempts per game. But still, the 3-ball has been really promising for Colin Murray-Boyles so far in this young Raptors season. I know it's only been 8 games, so extremely small sample size. But still, I'm excited about it. And then the defense. That's why they're playing him, I think, and that's why they drafted him, was because they saw the vision defensively. Like right here, getting a stop on Wemby. That doesn't happen often. It leads to a layup for the Raptors. And then right here, gets shook a little bit by Stephon Castle, but recovers, gets the block, and gets the rebound. CMB's got a ton of upside. But if you've made it this far into the video, make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.